And so another week begins. On Monday morning, I find a note slipped under the door. I pick it up to read.
Let's go to the play on Friday night. My treat, William.
I smile. It'll be nice to spend another evening together before he leaves for the break. What should I do this week? Oh good, I'm glad we have something planned. Strength, red, green, black, white. I'm gonna sleep my stress away on the beach with Grabby. Hopefully. That's the plan, anyway. On Tuesday morning, I find another note under my door. I pick it up to read. And the words begin to spin. Pardon me? What happened? I'm in a dark room lying on a smooth, hard floor. I can't move my hands. I turn my head and try to bring my vision into focus. The gym? Wait, it's nighttime? I thought it was morning. I'm in the school gym. What time is it? It was morning when What happened?
Aw, you're awake at last.
Okay. Are you using me as bait?
The accommodation may not be to your liking, but I don't need you comfortable. Only alive. For now.
Damien? What's going on? How did I get here?
Haven't you ever heard of magic? But of course you have. You're from a noble bloodline, after all.
What? Did William tell him about me? Why would William do that?
Your family should have taught you better. I could taste the wards in your blood the moment I laid eyes on you. You were useless to me, except as a means to an end.
What do you want?
I told you. Nothing. From you. You're nothing but the lure for my hook. Don't try to cast anything. You're fully enclosed within the ritual patterns. I drew them while you were unconscious.
I twist my head trying to see. There are dark lines and squiggles surrounding my body, but I can't make sense of the design from this position. So, did things not work out with Ellen? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Alright, I feel like I'm just gonna hurt myself. I'll try to stand up. I can't make my hands work, but if I can twist onto my side and sit up, then I can get to my feet. It's no use. My body won't respond to my commands. I can move my head a little bit, I can speak, but otherwise I'm helpless. Damien kneels beside me, drawing a knife from his belt sheath. That's no ordinary pocket knife. The blade is long and curved, with a hooked notch near the hilt. The metal looks black, but gleams in the dim lighting.
Don't struggle. I don't want to damage my sacrificial lamb too soon.
You think you can sacrifice me?
Wait and see.
Okay, Damien picture on... I was not expecting that. That's kind of terrifying. He grabs hold of my cape, roughly pulling me into a sitting position, while my free arm falls heavily to the ground. I can feel the impact, but I can't even wiggle my fingers to ease them. He runs the tip of the knife up my chest, pressing just enough through the fabric to let me feel the point, grinning as he watches my eyes track downward to follow its progress. Stop it! Stop!
I told you not to fight me.
The blade turns, forming a bar against my throat. I can feel it there, hard and hot as flesh, threatening to choke off my breathing.
Okay, this was to lure William? Or is it just that William's gonna save me, and this happens all the time?
Now, shall we have a little fun, you and I? What do you think will make our William more wild? To see your innocence at risk? Or to see I've already taken it?
I feel a cold rushing down my spine. This is all about William? Damien has me leaning against his body, one hand holding a knife to my throat. Now his other hand creeps scorpion-like across my thigh. Don't touch me!
That's right, my prince. Scream for me.
I reach into myself, trying to touch the wild magic that connects me with nature. But this is not my home, and there are too many walls. Doesn't anyone know where I am? Didn't anyone notice I went missing? Why isn't Grabiner watching me? Spirits, gods, and ancestors, someone help me!
Let him go! Ah, the star is here. Get your hands off Franco. Where would you like me to put my hands?
William ignores the innuendo.
What has he done?
I can't move anything but my head, and my spells won't work. I don't think I'm hurt, though.
Not yet. And he won't be, if you're sensible about this.
William starts to move closer, and Damien adjusts the knife against my neck, making me flinch.
Naughty, naughty. What do you want? Not much. Only your soul. Be serious! Oh, I'm very serious. There is no brighter coin in all the other worlds than a young wizard's soul. I could take his right now, but yours, given willingly, that would be even better.
That's what this is about. To steal a soul. But he can't take mine. The oaths that imbue my bloodline prevent it. William! Don't do it! With a touch of magic, Damien cuts off my voice. Dang.
The ritual is primed. I can cut his throat and complete the circle before you can reach me. But if someone offered himself up to me, freely and unconditionally... Freely? When you're trading Franco's life? Oh, William, I'm not trading anything at all. This must be your free choice. If you're not even promising to let him go, what would I need with him if I had you? You're the one I want. The first and the last. You can be the hero who saves him, or the coward who kills him. All you have to do is... choose.
My lips move, but I can't force out even a whisper. Oh, dang. And the beat dropped. Yeah, let's do it.
No. What? Because Franco isn't a child, and you are a demon. If it's a choice between putting myself in your hands or taking the chance of fighting, I will never choose you!
Oh, dang! Hype William CG! Amazing!
Fire springs to William's fingertips and lashes forward, whipping tendrils against the exposed skin of Damien's hands. He shrieks in frustration, throwing me away from him and flapping his sleeves to dislodge the sparks. My head cracks against the floor and the world goes red.
Aw, that's too bad. I wanted to see the fight. I'm sure it was amazing. William! William! Yes!
I open my eyes. I'm in my room. I lift a hand. It moves smoothly into position, and I stare at it for a moment before I can remember why I might have thought that was strange. I'm on my bed. I'm not hurt. I feel normal other than being tired. Did I dream all of that? I start to sit up, then flinch when I see a dark shape move towards me. There's someone in my room.
Do not be alarmed.
Grabner?
I could chastise you for your mistakes, but you were not the one most at fault in this incident.
What mistakes? I read a note under my door. Where were you, sir?
Incident. I lick my lips. What day is this?
It is very late at night on Tuesday or very early Wednesday.
Then, probably not a dream. What happened?
You were incapacitated by the demon, who planned his actions carefully to avoid detection. As you have no roommate, there was no one to remark upon your disappearance. After curfew, you were relocated to the school gymnasium, where you were to be posed as bait for William Danson. Mr. Danson arrived to find you imperiled, and chose to engage in combat rather than submit to the demon's demands. You were unfortunately caught in the crossfire. Mr. Ramsey chose to retreat, and William immediately went in search of aid for you rather than pursue him.
I guess I did need saving after all. Where is Damien now? What will happen to him?
Gone. He will not be allowed to return to this academy. Petunia is adjusting the wards as we speak. I do not expect that you will ever see him again. As a precaution, I will be keeping a closer watch on you for a time.
Yeah. Would have looked bad for the school if I'd gotten myself killed somehow, wouldn't it? Have you notified my parents?
Not as of yet. They might prefer to hear from you first, to be certain. For now, however, you should rest. Do you wish to adjust your schedule and take tomorrow off?
I am very stressed out, but I mean, it's almost time for the holidays. Am I just gonna fall over, though? 54. Well, time to find out.
No, I'll be fine.
Very well. I will leave you to sleep then. I did not wish for you to awaken here alone after your ordeal.
Well, thanks.
Thank you. It was kind of him to think of me. I wonder if he's ever had anyone to sit by his bedside in times of trouble.
Aw.
I wish William were here.
He saved our butts, man. He saved our butts! That was incredible. Good thing I didn't miss class. I got another spell to learn.
Professor Potsdam steps to the front of the class, looking solemn.
When you face challenges in life, my seedlings, it is always preferable to resolve them with wit and with friendship. Positive solutions strengthen you and grant you more options for your future. Sometimes, however, it may be necessary for you to defend yourself. You are not required to stand helpless in the face of danger. With green magic, you can directly affect the energy of any living creature, causing them to become temporarily ill. Temporary, because the spell of sickness will wear off within a day or so, even if it is not healed. It is not fatal. But in the heat of combat, a terrible stomach pain is permanent enough. Remember, this spell is an attack. It will cause pain and suffering. It might even incapacitate someone. It is not a prank. Anyone misusing green magic against their classmates will be punished accordingly. Is this really a thing again? Okay, I've done that before. Now, would anyone like to volunteer to be a test subject? I promise to heal you quickly. That makes me feel so much better. Afflicts a living target with illness and pain, dealing 6 to 10 damage. Herzer.
I am preparing for bed when someone knocks on the door.
Hi.
Oh,
Hey.
hi. Please, come inside. I don't think this is a conversation for the hallway. He steps into my room and waits. I close the door behind him, but still he hesitates, saying nothing. How are you? I mean, are you injured?
No, nothing serious. A few slashes, easily healed. It wasn't exactly a fight to the death. Though part of me wishes it could have been. What about you?
I'm fine. By the time I woke up, nothing was wrong except for being a little worn out.
Well, that's good to hear. I hope you're not angry.
At Damien? Of course I'm angry.
No, at me. For not protecting you.
You did protect me! It is not your fault that Damien was meddling in our relationship pretending to be helpful. You warned me. I should have been more suspicious. Unless I'd started burning all mysterious notes on sight, though, he probably still would have gotten me.
I could have agreed to his bargain.
His bargain was a lie. That's why I told you not to agree to it. He had no way to steal my soul. He was bluffing.
Oh. I guess I'm still not suspicious enough.
Of course you were. You were absolutely perfect. I'm serious. In the critical moment, you refused to trust him. You did the right thing. And then he ran and you stayed by my side, rather than let him goad you into following. You saved us both.
You make it sound more heroic than it felt.
Being a real hero doesn't always come with a dramatic soundtrack.
I heard it in my head.
That sounds awfully old and wise from a kid who was just kidnapped and threatened with ritual sacrifice.
Yeah, well, it's my way of dealing with it.
Are you sure you're alright?
Mostly. What can I say? It was all very strange and frightening and upsetting. And then it was all over. I don't want to pretend like it was nothing, but I don't want to dwell on it either, you know? It happened. It's done. He's gone. He's not coming back. The professors will put in extra effort to be sure Damien doesn't come near me again, but I don't think he'd want to. I'm not really any use to him, and what happened wasn't personal enough for him to want revenge on me either. It was never about me. It was about Damien and William. What about you? Do you think he'll go after you again? After graduation, maybe? Damien must have been obsessed with William for a long time, to wrap this scheme around him years after they broke up. And if William's planning to sojourn alone, he'll be vulnerable.
Let him try. I don't intend to hunt him down for revenge. I don't want to make him any more important in my life. But if I see him again, I won't hold back.
I'm not sure I approve, but it's William's right as a man to make that decision, just as it would be mine.
Well, I suppose I should let you get to bed.
I'm glad you came.
I'll see you on Friday for our date.
Before he can get away, I step up to kiss him. Good night.
Good night.
He leaves. My room is still dark, but my heart feels much lighter.
Aw, that was sweet. Oh, that was incredible. I'm so curious what Damien does in future Roots, though. Oh no, I'm too tired now.
When I walk back to my room, I'm so tired that I misjudge the turn and bump into the wall, nearly stumbling as I readjust.
Careful, Luke.
Oh. Does Luke walk into walls often? Oh, Logan. Oh, you're great.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry, Franco. Are you all right?
Just a little worn out.
Remember to rest. If you press your brain too hard, it can't absorb anything.
He's right. I should try not to get so stressed.
Am I forced to sleep? Nope, I'm still going. Yeah, well, that's not surprising. But I think I made it to the holiday, so yay! I was not intending to be stressed out by a demon trying to sacrifice me to get back at an old flame. Who can prepare for that?
I meet my companion outside the theater. There's a good crowd present, not just students. Are some of these parents who've come to claim their children for the break? William steps up to pay for our tickets.
Oh.
No, don't worry about it. You guys go in. This one's on me.
Thanks, Mona.
He leans close to murmur.
He's another of Damien's exes.
Oh.
Dang. William's gonna be like a bona fide hero at this school.
I suppose there are a lot of them around. I was not at all sure what to expect from an American musical.
Oh, hello.
What I get turns out to be a mix of song, dance, action, and special effects. Do ordinary schools allow students to wave flaming swords like that? Those killer plants look a bit like the ones in the greenhouse, but these are wriggling on their stalks and snapping at the actors. Also, they have eyes. The tone fluctuates between comedy and high drama, as each character struggles with their own flaws and desires. One by one, they give in to temptation, and by the end it appears humanity will be overrun by bloodthirsty vegetation. Despite that, the final song remains upbeat and the audience cheers. We head back out into the dark school hallways. There's too much of a crowd near the theater itself, so we go a bit further to find a quiet place.
I suppose we have to say goodbye for a little while.
You can always duck out on your plans and spend the break with me.
Don't tempt me. No, this is my last vacation with my family as a student, before I have to move forward on my own. I want to be there. But I'll think of you.
Good. See you soon, then.
You too. Take care.
He kisses me goodbye and goes off in search of the other Dansons. As for me, I return to my room to wait for Grabiner. It's time for a break.
And how? Oh, come on! I wanted the beach! Give me Grabiner on the beach CGs, come on! Is that too much to ask for? Well, my stress is gone.
The break has ended and everyone is returning to the dorms for the final stretch. 1 month left. I hear a knock on the door.
Hey, got a minute?
Sure. He slips into my room and I close the door behind him. Then I take the opportunity to give him a more suitable hello, with a kiss. Missed you.
I missed you too.
No problems over the holiday?
I was going to ask you that. It was a good trip. We all had fun. No unexpected visitors. Though our parents had words with Donald about that fire incident.
That wasn't his fault.
Probably not, but they were still worried. After all, if he gets expelled, he'd be forcibly removed from the family. I suppose every young man gets the consequences lecture at some point.
Consequences lecture?
My freshman year. Mom made sure I knew that a lot worse than having to change halls could have happened. Of course, this time around, fighting with Damien had only good consequences. How about you? Any trouble over the break?
No. Grabiner kept watch, but there weren't any signs. I don't think Damien's coming back.
Good. Anyway, I should get back to my room. I have a lot of preparations to do with senior finals coming up.
Of course. I need to prepare myself as well. My year is almost over.
Aw, our first run-through is almost over. End of the week. It's been a couple weeks, dear Franco. You better have written about and taking pictures of Grabby in shorts. I want to hear about it. Alright. Date plans. William invited me to the play on Friday night. Hostage? Damien sent me a message with a trap spell attached to it, then lured William to the gym and tried to make him give up his soul in order to say... Excuse me? Where did all that air come from? Do that again. Tried to make him give up his soul in order to save me. William fought back. Aftermath. Grabner looked after me until I woke, to ensure I was alright. Damien was driven away from the school and is not expected to return. Reconnecting. William and I talked about the incident with Damien. He was feeling guilty that he hadn't done more to protect me. I reassured him that he made the right choice. Stressed out. I walked into a wall because I was tired, and Logan reminded me to rest and relax more often. It was calculated, Logan. It was calculated. Theater date. William and I attended the spring play, which was a musical comedy about killer plants. Then he left to attend spring break with his family. And then, yeah, nothing was written about spring break. You didn't talk about reconnecting with William today? Disappointed, Franco. Disappointed. Anything new in the codex? About how Damien's the worst and we should never trust him? No? No, nothing? Fine. Be that way, I guess. Classes, molasses, do. Here we go. We nearly always get 2 strength at gym. It's pretty good. Alright.
When Professor Grabner first stands up before the class, he blows out a sigh and then rubs his forehead.
This lesson needs little introduction. It is, after all, what many of you have been waiting for. Today you will learn to attack. Direct, uncomplicated, aggressive, sharp, and almost entirely without other utility.
He brings out a thick white candle, tall enough that every student in the room can easily see it, and places it atop his desk. Magic buzzes through the air. The candle shivers. A moment later, the top of the candle falls onto the desk, sliced clean away.
The slash spell is a single blow, focused along a line as if striking with an invisible whip. It is most effective against a soft target, such as wax or flesh. There are more efficient spells for damaging stone. Do not cast this spell against anyone you do not intend to injure. Most especially, do not attempt to cut through clothing while it is being worn. You do not have sufficient control.
Poor Grabby. How often did that happen? Yeah.
There has to be a story behind that warning. Did someone try to play strip poker with magical penalties?
Deliberately injuring your classmates outside of controlled classroom exercises will be punished accordingly.
I hope no one thought that learning attack spells meant we should be attacking each other all the time.
Sharp blow to a soft target causes 5 to 10 points of damage, inefficient against hard targets like stone. Alright, so squishy living things.
I see someone leaning against the wall near my room. Hey, Luke, looking for me?
I could be. I've got a bunch of candy left over from my vacation, so I was offering it to anyone who was interested.
I still have so much air in my lungs. What's happening? I keep feeling like I need to burp. Pardon me, guys.
He holds up a plastic bag of mixed red and yellow sweets. They look like glossy gel capsules.
Want a jelly bean?
This is April Fool's. I'll play along though. Sure, give me a red one.
I would like a red one, thank you. He shakes a little red bean into my palm and I pop it into my mouth. Nuh. Instead of sugar, my tongue encounters something salted and savory. Meat-flavored candy. That's pretty good.
You liked it?
Was I not supposed to?
It was supposed to be an April Fool's.
Isn't fools plural?
An April Fool's Day surprise. A joke. It's an American tradition.
If you say so. Luke and Donald are always playing pranks. They might just make up a prank holiday.
Aw, no more April Fools. Aw, I was hoping for more April Fools hijinks. Well, I was able to expose Franco to the joys of April Fools. A little. Even though he liked his jelly bean. Today, my tadpoles, you're going to put on legs and a hop.
Is she making a comment about Toad Hall?
Now, we have practiced using the magic of life to heal ourselves and to improve our own strength and durability. Your body is the one tool that you always have at hand. Therefore, it is useful to think of ways you might be able to adjust your body to cope with challenges. Challenges! Ahem! Through magic, you can draw force into yourself and use your own body to control where that force goes. This spell will allow you to jump further than you could normally move.
Oh, this is the spell.
That might allow you to leap over a river or to move quickly out of a dangerous area.
Ellen raises her hand.
Yes, dear.
Could you use a spell like this to fly by pushing yourself upwards?
Oh dear. I'm afraid flying is far more complicated. Your body isn't designed for it.
But you could use it to jump very high.
Perhaps, but there could be difficulties. This particular spell is designed to use all of its force at once to push your jump along. If you leapt up onto a ledge, that should be all right. But if you jump straight up and down again, your landing might be rather painful. Long jump allows the caster to leap over one square and land on the far side. That's a mixture of red and green. Okay, good to know.
Someone's knocking on my door.
Well, hello again. Look at you, filling up my video with so many interactions. I'm so pleased.
Hey,
Hi there.
have you heard about the Thunder Call?
I have. The what?
It's a little celebration in honor of the first thunderstorm of the season.
When is that?
Whenever it happens. As soon as a good storm starts, everyone will assemble in the gym to welcome and encourage it.
How do you encourage a storm?
By making as much noise and chaos as possible. It's a dance, to be done with shouts and wild stomping. Some of us will be adding fire and lightning to the mix. That's for upperclassmen only, though. Don't set your classmates on fire.
He pauses, his face falling for a moment, as we both remember how close that came to happening last month.
Well, you know what I mean.
Right. So you're going to be casting lightning spells into the middle of a dance?
No, that would be dangerous. We weave patterns. You'll see. Is there any sort of weather ritual in your homeland?
Not specifically. We celebrate the change of seasons, but not rain or thunder by itself. Our major celebration would have been last month, but I missed it for this year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's only 1 year. I chose to be here instead and taste a different flavor.
That's one way to put it.
Oh, I suppose we do have one tradition that's a little bit like your first thunderstorm. At the Spring Festival, they give out red and white string bracelets or charms, which we carry with us. If you wear it until you see the first snake of spring, then hang it on a bush or tree, that's good luck.
It's easier to find the first storm than the first snake.
Unless you count Snake Hall. He laughs and shakes his head.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
He waves and heads on to his room.
Bye, William. More magic. Do, 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 do. Nice, nice, nice. Ba, ba, ba.
Footsteps in the hall signal the usual Saturday morning distributions, but nothing for me.
I'm starting to think I'm not going to get any more money, but that is fine. I can deal.
There are many students in the library, but Minnie is not among them.
So I only get smart for my efforts.
It is a pleasant spring afternoon, and many students are taking advantage of the sunshine to walk around the campus and admire the flowers. A pair of girls from Horse Hall are jogging around the paths, green capes bouncing behind them. A small group of people up ahead are having an animated discussion. No, an argument. And it looks like one just shoved the other. I step closer to see what's happening.
Alright, we finally get to hear these guys talk again. I've been so excited for you guys. Oh, you two are the worst. Alright. A mindless, violent twit? Then no, I don't.
Kyo, please, just let it go.
What's he got that I haven't got? Huh?
He's my friend, that's all. Which means he listens to me.
Maybe that's a new concept for you. Listening to what a lady actually says. Shut your face!
What's going on here? Did Minnie break up with Kyo to date Jacob?
Please, just leave me alone. This is so embarrassing.
You're the one making a fool out of me! I've done everything for you and you just throw it back in my face!
I'm not.
You're killing me! You are killing me! Is that what you want? Is that what it takes to make you happy?
No!
Because that's what's going to happen, isn't it? You're not leaving me any choice, admit it! Man, back off. Fix your own problems.
Jacob tries to put a protective arm between Kyo and Minnie, but Kyo angrily shoves it aside. Is this about to turn into a brawl? Hey!
Interesting, we get involved this time.
I catch Kyo's attention before things can escalate. I think you need to leave now.
Whatever. You'll be sorry. Next time you won't get away.
With one last glare in Jacob's direction, he walks off. Has that guy been bothering you?
He's my boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend?
But he loves me. He really does. And everyone says we make a perfect couple.
That's no excuse for him to act like he owns you. Minnie.
I don't want a scandal.
Scandal?
She turns and walks rapidly in the direction of the dorms, ignoring Jacob's worried glance.
Sometimes you just can't make a girl see what's good for her. Not that you're much better, man.
He leaves. And by what's good for her, he means himself, I suppose. Oh well, it's none of my business.
Until I get involved with Minnie, I guess. Then it'll be 3 boys arguing over her. That's a little whiles away, so we'll become a love square then. Strange candy.
Luke brought me odd-flavored candy as some kind of joke. He claims it's an American tradition.
Rituals of spring?
William came by to let me know about the dance that will happen as soon as thunder starts.
And love triangle.
I encountered Kyo and Jacob arguing over who Minnie should be dating, and broke things up before they could come to blows.
Good on you for doing that, Franco. Very proud of you.